So you finally got your PS5 and you happy as hell, huh? Well, hello and good day to you all. I do pray that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Now, if you're watching this, I presume that you are either in wait of a PS5 or you have recently received one and are somewhat exploring all of its capabilities. Either way, today we'll be speaking on my experiences with the PS5 itself. Just for a bit of context, I have owned the PS5 for about 6 months now, and I know that you're probably thinking, well, how did you manage to do that? Well, of course, me being me, I did have a bit of a plug on them even in the drought, so that is what it is, and I didn't pay over 1,000 for it, so let's get that understood as well. Now, I was switching over from the Xbox One, which I had for many years, and I don't consider myself to be a big gamer. I'm really just a Madden and a 2K player, which you can check out some of our upcoming videos on our gaming page, if you are into that type of thing, and I can definitely show you a thing or two if you're into those two particular titles, and definitely upgrade your gaming experience while entertaining you at the same time. Anyhow, after doing my own research, I decided to go back with Sony for the new system launch. I typically alternate every generation anyway, but my packaging was very basic upon receiving the system or the console. It came with one controller, one stand, and of course one console. The other controller you see here was purchased separately when it first came out for about $69.99, I believe. It was the newest controller at the time, and I loved the coloring of it, so I definitely had to grab that. Now the setup was simple for the most part. It simply needed to plug, or you needed to plug in your controller in order for it to sync. And of course, the system needed to update. So after that, you're in the game. And I can truly say that, like the title insists, if you consider yourself a gamer, then you definitely have reason to be happy as hell. In my opinion and in my experience, it's a great console. The most notable changes to me was the speed in which the game loads and how fast you can actually jump into a game. This is truly beautiful and makes for a much fluent and enjoyable gaming experience. Aside from this, I love the fact that you are able to stream directly from the console with no capture card needed. Now, this is somewhat limited to Twitch and YouTube, however, it is still an excellent feature. And from my understanding, as far as a camera goes for the PS5, you would have to purchase their exclusive camera, and as far as the accessories, like the headsets, these two I have not utilized, and mainly due to the fact that, well, more so speaking to the headset, I haven't felt the need to use that. The sound which comes from the controller, combined or in combination with the sound that comes from your TV or monitor, it definitely makes for an enjoyable experience in my opinion. And of course, I, stay by myself, so I'm not, disrupting anyone, with that particular sound. Now, again, for me, add this in with the DualSense haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers, this really can make for an excellent feel. Now, for my Madden and 2K players, for example, I can literally feel the fatigue when maneuvering with the characters as you progress throughout the course of the game and you get into that third and the fourth quarter. You can literally feel the movements taking more energy from you. So it's definitely a great experience, and one that you have to kind of experience for yourself in order to really feel the difference. Now, aside from that, the user interface is very easy to navigate, and your home base screen that pulls up when you press your PS5 button is fully customizable, so you can change your various favorite functions and place them in order that's most conducive to your gaming experience. It also has a great marketplace and a good amount of usable and relevant apps available to download. Space on the device can be an issue, especially if you were to consider, or a person that considers yourself to be a true gamer. I could easily see you having to add additional space or get creative as far as your file management, to say the least. But as far as for the graphics, I can definitely say that they're aesthetically pleasing. I'm very content with the upgrade experience, whether that's from playing Madden and 2K on the newer systems. Despite what anyone tells you, it's certainly a much better game on the new generation of consoles. Well, specifically for the PS5, I would say. And there's really no way that I would like to go back. So, for example, if someone's trying to play me for some money or something like that, then they're on the older generation of systems, and the likelihood of that happening is probably very low. But finally, I do want to side note that I do have the one with the disk drive, so I believe mine is a bit larger than the other one, however. And I have still downloaded all of my games, so I downloaded them digitally and it still works just fine. So I'm just a bit old school per se, so I may want to watch a Blu-ray disc or something like that. So it was important for me to have the disc, but it doesn't run hot. I really don't hear the fan at all, which is something big if you're coming from the previous generations as well. That fan would get to kicking and it'd be extremely loud. But in this case, it runs very, very low to where you can't really ever hear it at all unless you're really up close on the system. So excellent in that regard as well. But to sum up everything, if you are in wait of a PS5, then you certainly have reason to be optimistic and excited. In fact, the main PS5 improvements are comparable to that of a computer upgrade. Faster speeds, hard drive storage, and even memory. So if you already have one, then I would definitely love to hear your experiences with the system, because as the title states, I know that you're truly happy as hell right now. And I know that they sell out as soon as they get back in stock typically, so we are still somewhat exclusive. If you were actually able to get your hands on one, then you're still exclusive, and from my understanding, supplies are expected to still be limited going into the first part of this year. And so of course, this definitely gives way to scammers looking to deceive you, so definitely be careful as far as with that. But with that being said, I do believe that that's everything that I like to cover. And so of course, I'd love to hear from you guys. Definitely comment and be sure to subscribe. And until the next time, certainly be blessed. I'll talk to you soon.